Hello traders, it's Tommy here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex Forecast. First pair is AUDCAD. So what we have right now, from the weekly perspective, we are still pointing down on this pair. Price retested previously this support level, so this might be another area where price might react if this support holds. If not, we have another support where price might to go. If we have a situation that price will hold this area, we will might get bigger retrace into 36 EMA or to this resistance level. So if we pay attention on the lower time frame, we had some volatility. This was our trend line, which was broken. Right now we can draw trend line like this, but it will be only with the two touches because we don't have any other. We can also draw it like this, but it will be exactly the same trend line as you see. So what we might have is the situation that price will stack for some time between those two levels, between this and between that. And for more conservative approach, we should wait for breakout of this trend line, and then we look for buy entries and target this area, or breakout of this support zone, and then we look for to target another area of the support. So this is what we might have from the conservative point of view. Also for the swing trading, of course, short entries will be late, but still they are okay because it's with the momentum from the daily and weekly, because daily is still pointing down. Yes, we are below the 36 EMA. If we pay attention to the lower time frames, volatility a little bit changed here. We see that we have some problems right now. So how we can trade this in the lower time frame perspective? We can still look for short entries here after breakout of this, because we still have, let me maybe take this. We still have short for our chart 1 to 3, but like I said, this volatility is not so nice anymore. If we compare here situation, you see price is going smoothly here, yes. Also here it's going smoothly, and suddenly we have situation where we have those funny candles. So it means that something is going on which is not so nice anymore. So if you decide to trade, because it's still possible to look for short entries, our target is 50-60 pips. Not much, but for the intraday traders, it's more than enough. We can look for short entries after breakout of the 2 to 3 line, but keep in mind to lower your risk. You see 1 hour chart, we don't have much. There are up and down moves, so we only have to go to 5-minute chart, for example, and here after breakout of this 5-minute trend line, 1 hour chart trend line, you can look for short entries on the 5-minute, yes, after breakout. If you don't like to trade right now because you don't like price action, you can wait for price to reach this, yes, and then start to look for buy bounce entries against main direction and target this trend line, because price might still stack in this area, yes, and we might get situations like that. So that's why we can look for buy entries here, yeah. So but we need to wait for price to reach the zone. We can look for aggressive opportunity with the first opposite color candle, or we will just draw this trend line, and whenever price breaks this line, you can look for buys. Basically, we can look for entries even right now after breakout of this, and if price will make that, we can also take this. But it's always, if we trade against main direction with the bounces, it's always good to see the price around significant and good level, which in this case we have here. Of course, trendline breakout will be okay, and maybe this is also a situation which maybe you will see, but it's difficult to say right now. Higher low on the daily, and then this bigger retracement back to this or back to this. Yeah, so if you decide to jump earlier, maybe you will get this. But keep in mind that it's better to see bounces or take the trades around the levels against where we might have some reaction. Right now we are in the middle of something. More important level is down here, and when I look for bounces, I always pay attention for the higher time frame levels, like daily, weekly chart. Yes, so because they are really strong, and then there we can have reactions. So this is what we have we can do. So we can say also here breakout or here breakout. Yeah, so this is our plan. CAD yen, we had last week we had good moves for yen pairs, but let's see what we have on the CAD yen. We have trend line where price touched this trend line twice already, almost twice, but definitely touched here. We also had here strong support zone. Resistance area is up here on the weekly chart, and if I zoom out, this will be like that. And we also have resistance right now where price is sitting. Yeah, so you see that this is also quite strong and important level. So from the weekly perspective, we have like a weekly long 1 to 3. So after retesting on this area, we might expect continuation to target again this, and maybe price will break and will make new highs. We go to lower time frames, and what we have on the lower time frames, we will see that we have trendline breakout. Yeah, so basically what we would like to do is to look for this is our support. We would like to see setups, yes, and take the entries. The problem which we have is this resistance right now. So the best way is to just simply wait for breakout of this resistance and then try to look for setups here. Yeah, so if we have higher high, higher low on the 4-hour chart, this is area where you can look for buy entries. And if we pay attention to 1-hour chart, you can also wait for 1 to 3s up here. Yes, 1 to 3s up here. So this is option number 1. Option number 2, because we are on the resistance, you see how it looks. Maybe this will be range. Yes, like this. So what we can do, we can also look aggressively against, to trade against main direction, because daily right now is pointing up, weekly is pointing still up. So if we start to sell, we will say that it's a little bit more aggressive. But there is reason to sell it because of the resistance. We have this trend line. So if you have double top here and you want to trade aggressively, first red candle is a good red candle is your entry and stop loss above. If you want to be a little bit more conservative, at least wait for this trend line breakout here and then start to look for short entries and target this support zone with this trend line. Yes, so this is what we have on the CAD yen. You can do it on the 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart. It's up to your trading plan, but both scenarios are okay for now. Yes, a little bit though, this sell is a little bit aggressive, but still possible. Euro dollar broke our support zone, but we are still around the support. Yes, we always remember that this is always area. Yes, this is always zone, because previously price was sitting here and now price went a little bit lower, but we still see that this is quite strong support zone still. Yes, we see that we have spike here, spike here, spike here, some touches here, and also reaction here. Yeah, so this is quite strong support zone. Still, another support is a little bit lower, so we still have room to go around 200 peps. Definitely it's pointing down right now, euro dollar. We have this trend line here. I think it's coming from the higher time frame, even if I remember correctly. Like this, we can draw it like you see, like this. So it's coming from the higher time frame. This line. So we have this. Anyway, right now it's pointing down. We reach support zone. This is what we know. The thing is that if we reach this support zone, we might have reaction where our first target is the weekly 36 EMA, and then of course we have this trend line. So maybe price will be stacked in this area from the weekly perspective, but we don't know right now. So we are around the support zone. We have this downtrend also on the daily chart. We have this trend line. So we can look for long buy bounce entries, and then we target daily 36 together with the daily trend line. Okay. This is option to trade against main direction, or we wait for the retracement to the daily 36 daily trend line, and then we start to look for short entries and target this. If price breaks trend line, then we look for long buy entries, and our main goal is up here. But of course, we need to find resistance levels in case if price would like to go up. This is another important level of the support. So if price breaks this, trend line. Of course, it's difficult to say right now where exactly, but if breaks, this is a first goal and this is like a long-term goal. We still might see situation that price will stay here. If yes, of course, like always, we will wait for breakouts, or aggressively we trade, of course, here short entries. Not now, but if price will start to range, because here if we get this, we will have daily short 1 to 3, so this is not aggressive to take sell here. This is really conservative because we still have lower lows and lower highs. But if we see that price, for example, stuck here, then of course we can sell here and of course buy here. Yes. So we buy here and we target this. We sell here and we target this. Yeah. So this is what we have. So if we go to lower time frames, how we can jump into trades against main direction. This is our 4-hour chart trend line. So ideally, we would like to see breakout of this trend line and then start to look to buy this and then target this. Right now, we can still look for short entries. So we wait for the 4-hour chart retracement to 36 to this trend line, and then we look for sell entries and target this support zone. Okay. This might be still good target if price reach this level around 50-60 pips. So for intraday trading, scalpers, for scalping, this is still okay to try. Of course, if price will stack here, then you simply wait for breakouts here or here, or again, if you are really aggressive, I don't know, 1-minute chart, 5-minute chart maximum. If price reach this level, yes, we look for short, of course, here. We look for buy here. We look for sell and so on. You can also do in this way. Yeah. Right now, we need to wait for the retracement and we start to sell. So basically, we need to see breakout of this or we sell. Okay. So this is what we would like to do. GBPUSD. Weekly chart, price reached this resistance here. Yes, you see quite strong level. We have on the support, we have a support zone, strong support zone here, and basically this is our trend line. So after reaching of this, maybe we'll have this retracement to the 36 to this trend line. And then what we will get, we will see maybe long quickly 1 to 3 and price will continue to go up if this area will hold. Okay, so this is our scenario right now. Weekly is pointing up, but we have momentum to sell from the lower time frame perspective. Yeah. So we have this trend line here on the daily chart. We had daily trend line breakout. So it's like a breakout retest, possible continuation. This is our weekly support, but there is also daily support around this. Okay. So of course we would like to see this deeper retracement to the area where I showed you on the weekly chart together with this trend line here. Okay, so we would like to see this deeper retracement to this, but in between we have this level. Right now we would like to sell this. One issue which we have is a lack of volatility right now, yes, or lack of good price action. So right now we are in the range. Basically, we would like to sell right now. As long as we are below the trend line, we would like to sell. If price reach this trend line again, yes, you can look for short bounce entries. Okay, short bounce entries. But how we can deal with this is like we go to lower time frames, even not even 1-hour chart, but we go to 15-minute chart, for example, and simply we wait for breakouts and 1 to 3s there. Okay. So we can do it on the 15-minute chart. We can do it on the 5-minute chart. It's really up to you where do you want to trade, but you need to wait for breakout of this support zone to look for entries. Yes, you need to target is okay. It's 100 pips, so you can still trade this. If price reach this level, yes, and won't break this, you can look for aggressive long bounce buy entries and target this trend line. Okay. So this is also possible. If price breaks this support zone, we know where is our next target is here, this support level with this trend line. Yeah, so this is what we have for the GBP/AUD. GBP/USD, we had strong momentum last week. Let's see what we have on the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, price hits this strong support zone. This is really strong. Yeah, we see again area of the support. But if we select this last low, this will be like that. Resistance, of course, strong one is up here. Right now, cable is pushing down, but it's still we don't have confirmation yet if price might continue to drop or not. There is no EMA crossover. Right now we have spike. We don't know yet. Of course, trend line was broken here. Yes, if I pay attention to the trend line, but we are still on the strong support. So difficult to say. Daily chart pushing down. This is our trend line. So right now we wait for retracement to the 36 EMA to this trend line, and then we sell. Okay, so we still would like to sell it after retracements because price reach support. We would like to try to look for long entries and target this against main direction. Trend line is down here or up here. Yeah, so this is the situation which is quite difficult because right now, if I go to lower time frames, we can start to look for setups already to look for this option here. But we still have this trend line. So what might happen? Price on the 4-hour chart might want to retest this line and still continue to drop because daily is pointing down and weekly also we have red candles. So what we can do aggressively, if you like, you have range right now. So after range breakout, the small range here, after we go to 15-minute or 5-minute, and you can try to look for setups above. But you need to pay attention to this trend line. Okay, you need to pay attention to this trend line, and if price reacts on this trend line, what we can do, we can just close our buy entries and wait for this trend line breakout and look for short entries and target this. Okay, more conservative will be breakout of this trend line and then look for buy entries and target this. Yeah, so basically this is more conservative. More aggressive, we can look here because simply price is breaking 36, so maybe scalpers, intraday traders are okay, and if we have breakout day, you will get a good trade. If not, we have this. And then if price reach again this level and will not break this, you can look for long buy entries and target this and so on. Yes, as long as price is squeezed, you can buy here and sell here and buy here, and or wait simply for breakouts of those two levels. And the last pair is USD yen. There was quite a while where I was not even watching this pair. But last week we had nice volatility. So let's see what we might have here. This is where is our resistance. And this is another area of the resistance. Support level is down here. Difficult pair to draw horizontal levels, but this is the best which we have right now on the weekly. We are above the 36, so basically we are in the uptrend, but without volatility. Previously, right now we have. So let's see what we might get here. You see, this was really not nice to trade this. Finally, price went up from this level. Any retracement to daily 36, it's option to buy and target the resistance. Right now, price is bouncing on the 12 EMA. Also, 4-hour chart is pointing up. So what we can do, we can look for lower time frame entries here. 4-hour chart will be not so nice, even if we have good risk reward because we are far away from breakout. 4-hour chart would be nice to get here. Yes, this would be nice. Now it's better to combine this with lower time frames. So how we can combine this? By looking for the 1-hour chart, 1 to 3. Yes, for example. Or right now we will go to 15-minute time frame, and whenever we see setup on the 15-minute chart, yes, ideally above the 36 on the 1-hour chart. Ideally, we would like to be above, yes, above here. You can look for 15-minute 1 to 3s and then target this resistance. Okay, so this is what we have on the USDN. And if price reach this area again, and you will see it's not breaking, you can start to look for short bounce entries. You can simply draw this trend line, yes, this trend line here. And if price, of course, it depends. Right now, I just draw it like this because this is what I see. It depends how, if price continues to go up, then you can just say, okay, after breakout, you can look for short entries. Of course, after breakout of the resistance, you can look for buys. If price stays here, short entries target daily 3060 again, together with this area of the support somewhere around this level. Okay, so this is your another area. Okay, guys, so thanks for watching video. If any questions, do not hesitate to contact us. Wish you all a great week and talk to you soon. Bye.